Once upon a time, in a city that never seemed to sleep, there lived a man named Ryan. He was like many men today. Smart, kind-hearted, and ambitious. But when it came to women, when it came to dating, when it came to attraction, Ryan was always stuck in one frustrating cycle. He always found himself chasing attention, chasing validation, chasing relationships that never seemed to want him back as much as he wanted them. It wasn't that he was unattractive. In fact, his friends often told him, "Ryan, you're a catch. Why are you still single?" But deep inside, Ryan knew the truth. Every time he got close to someone he really liked, he became nervous, overinvested, too eager. The moment he met a woman who sparked his interest, he would shower her with compliments, text her constantly, plan out elaborate dates, buy her gifts far too early. And slowly, almost like clockwork, her interest would fade. She'd stop replying quickly. She'd become distant. And soon enough she would say those dreaded words. "You're such a nice guy, but I don't feel that connection." Ryan was tired. He felt like love was some secret game that he just couldn't figure out. Why did it always seem like the guys who didn't try so hard, the ones who were even a bit careless, were the ones women seemed to chase? Why did women seem to be more drawn to the men who weren't chasing them? One evening, after yet another disappointing date, Ryan walked into an old cafe. The kind of cafe that feels frozen in time. Warm lights, classical music playing softly in the background, the aroma of roasted coffee beans lingering in the air. He sat down at a corner table, lost in thought. That's when an older gentleman, who had been quietly reading a worn-out leather book, looked up and smiled at him. "You look troubled, my friend," the man said. Ryan sighed, half laughing. "Just another failed date. Same story, different woman." The old man gently closed his book and leaned forward. "Let me guess. You tried your best. You showed her how much you care. You made her feel special. And yet, here you are, sitting alone, wondering why she pulled away." Ryan's eyes widened. "Exactly. How did you know?" The man chuckled softly. "'Cause I was you. Many years ago." Ryan leaned in, curious. "Then tell me, what am I doing wrong?" The man looked at him for a moment, as if studying his soul. Then he spoke the words that would change Ryan's life forever. "You are chasing her, when you should be attracting her." Ryan was confused. "Isn't that the same thing?" "No," the old man smiled. "They are worlds apart." And thus began Ryan's journey into understanding the real psychology of attraction, and the secret of how to make her chase you. The man introduced himself as Victor. He was not a dating coach, not a pickup artist, not a manipulator. Instead, Victor described himself as a student of human behavior. Decades of studying psychology, observing relationships, and understanding the invisible dance of masculine and feminine energy had taught him lessons few ever understood. "Listen carefully, Ryan," Victor began. "Attraction is not something you create by force. You cannot convince a woman to feel something she doesn't naturally feel. You cannot text her into loving you. You cannot buy enough dinners to make her desire you. Attraction is not logical. It's emotional. It's instinctive. And the more you chase, the more you signal weakness." Ryan frowned. "But I thought women wanted to feel pursued. Isn't that what romance is about?" Victor smiled again. "You're half right. Women enjoy being desired, but not being chased. There's a difference. Desire means she feels naturally drawn to you. Curious, fascinated, compelled to be around you. Chasing means you are desperately running after her approval. And here's the painful truth. What we chase runs." Ryan sat silently, letting the words sink in. Victor continued. "The secret, Ryan, is simple. To make her chase you, you must become a man who is worth chasing." That night, Victor outlined what he called the law of energetic polarity. "Ryan," he said, "in every human interaction there is an energetic balance. Masculine energy is about purpose, mission, direction, calm strength. Feminine energy is about emotion, flow, connection, and being pursued. When a man is too eager, too emotional, too available, he flips his energy into the feminine. and she is forced to take the masculine role, to pull away, to test you, to seek freedom. Ryan nodded. So, I've been flipping the polarity without realizing it. Victor's eyes sparkled. Exactly. So how do I flip it back? Victor leaned in closer and whispered. By reclaiming your center. By embodying high-value masculinity. When you master this, you won't need to chase. She will feel your energy and naturally lean toward you. And thus, Victor began teaching Ryan the 7 pillars of high-value masculinity, the foundation of making her chase. Pillar 1. Purpose above all. Victor's voice grew serious. Ryan, the most attractive man, is not the one who puts women at the center of his life. It's the man who has a purpose larger than any woman. Your mission, your goals, your growth, these come first. A man lost in his purpose radiates a silent power. Women feel it. They become intrigued by it. They want to be part of that powerful current. Ryan reflected. He had been placing romance above his own goals, constantly adjusting his schedule, his priorities, his life around women. No more. From that day forward, Ryan made a commitment to rediscover his passion for architecture, his career, his fitness, his hobbies. He wasn't going to fake being busy. He was going to actually become busy, with building a life he was proud of. Pillar 2. Emotional control. Victor explained. When you let your emotions control you, you lose your frame. Women test men, not because they are cruel, but because they subconsciously need to feel safe. A man who stays calm, who doesn't react to drama or tests, signals emotional mastery. That's deeply attractive. Ryan realized how often he had panicked when women pulled away. How he would double text, ask what's wrong, seek constant reassurance. But from now on, when uncertainty came, he would remain steady, like a mountain. Pillar 3. The power of mystery. Victor smiled. Don't reveal everything about yourself at once. Leave space for her to wonder. Curiosity fuels desire. Share your life in layers. Let her discover you over time. Ryan had often overshared too soon, hoping it would build intimacy. But now he learned to pace himself, to let the mystery breathe. Pillar 4. Scarcity creates value. Victor's tone sharpened. What is common is taken for granted. What is rare is pursued. Stop making yourself overly available. Don't always be the first to text. Don't drop your plans to meet her every time. Let her feel that your time is precious. Ryan practiced this by building his schedule around his own priorities. If she wanted to see him, she had to fit into his world, not the other way around. Pillar 5. Physical mastery. Victor was blunt. Your body speaks before your words. Fitness is not vanity. It's discipline, strength, confidence. When you walk into a room, your presence must command respect. Not because you demand it, but because you embody it. Ryan committed to transforming his physical health. He woke up early, trained regularly, ate clean, and watched as his confidence grew naturally. Pillar 6. Social gravity.